How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Today I wanted to talk about 5 sort of simple things that you can do to help yourself to sleep after you've quit drinking. I got a comment. I did a video just on recently on sleep, and one of the comments that one of the things that I said in the video was that you've really got to, sometimes if you can't sleep, you just got to put up with it, And this guy said, "Put up with it. What terrible fucking advice that is, for somebody who can't sleep. Put up with it." Well, it's part of the thing, it's not the whole thing. So I thought I'd do a video just to point out a few things. The first thing is that when you quit drinking, you have to accept that this is just your body, and your body is changing, and that part of your body changing is your body getting used to going to sleep without alcohol. And it's part of the issue. What I was saying in the last video was that you just got to sometimes put up with it, and accept that you're gonna get disrupted sleep. I mean, there's not many people who don't get any sleep, right? Who just cannot sleep without the alcohol. I mean, there will be a sleep of sorts. When I first quit, I was getting 2 or 3 hours sleep a night. It wasn't as if I was not sleeping at all. I think that was only on the first couple of days. And then I was getting 4 and 5 hours, and then 6 hours, and it took me a month before I was able to go through the whole night. I mean, now I can't go through the whole night. It's like I wake up once or twice to go use the toilet, but it's a natural thing, isn't it? But I'm just saying that your body is changing, so you have to accept that. Number 2 is to, if you can at all, right, avoid medication, because medication, although it will solve the problem in the moment, it's another one of those instant gratification things, right, where you're trying to solve the problem now and hide from it, from the consequences later on. And generally, you're still going to have to deal with the problem later on. I've never taken sleep medication, so but I hear that it can be quite addictive and difficult to get off, so there's no point in trying to get off one problem and then having another problem around the corner that you've got to deal with. It's just it's pushing your problems forward, and I think you're better off dealing with things now and letting your body handle it. Your body wants to sleep at the end of the day. You need sleep, so it's only going to be a matter of time before you actually do get proper sleep. Another thing is that you can't just expect to go to bed and to fall asleep. You've got to sort of get into a ritual. The ritual beforehand was to drink and fall asleep through the alcohol, right? Now if you're experiencing problems, it's because that ritual is gone. And once the ritual is gone, it's like that falling into sleep is a habit that you've broken out of. So you've got to try and establish yourself into a different way of going to sleep. So, don't expect to do exactly the same things that you were doing before. So watching TV or that kind of thing, and then going straight to bed and being able to fall asleep straight away. You will be able to do that after a while, but it takes time. My rituals involve now sort of just winding down a little bit, and I always read before I go to sleep, so that's sort of it's my bedtime ritual, is to pick up a book, and once I've read a few pages of the book, every night I fall asleep. Problem is that when I try and read the same book when I'm awake and I don't want to fall asleep, it tends to put me to sleep, so it's a double-edged sword, but you know what I'm saying. 4th tip would be to take all your electronic devices out of your room, to take everything, your TVs, even your phone. I leave my phone on my bedside, but I read on my phone, but I turn the light down low so I can, it's not really disturbing me. Also prepare your room for sleep, turn the lights down low, prepare your bed for sleep, make sure that you're nice and comfortable and you're warm, and finally prepare your mind for sleep. I think this is the most important thing. Like I say, I read during the night. If I find myself unable to sleep after sometimes I'll go to bed, for instance, and I'll read, and I'll be dozing off and stuff. I'll put down the book, and I still can't sleep. So what I do is generally because my thoughts are running wild in my head, and I've got a problem or whatever, something is circling around in my brain and I can't get rid of it. So I'll play some classical music in my head, or some Billy Joel, or whatever it is, Queen, or whatever it is. And what it does is it focuses your mind on one thing, and it's a constant, it's something that you know, and it stops your mind from thinking about other things. And it usually works with me. If I'm doing Bohemian Rhapsody in my head, I never get to the operatic part of it, you know. I'm always asleep before that. So hopefully those 5 tips will help you. Remember that, you know, your body just wants to get into this routine of sleeping again, you know. Your body will naturally go to sleep if you can solve some of the issues and you put yourself into the position to go to sleep. Life is about rituals and behaviors and habits, and if you can help yourself on by designing and implementing those sleeping rituals as soon as you can, you know, have those in place so that on day one that you've got something going that is trying to knock you out. I hope that makes sense. Until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Take care of yourself. Keep the alcohol out your mouth. Onwards and upwards. Take care. Bye.